Hello and welcome to part 4 of my home gym build. In this video we're looking at the roof construction. I was just finishing off a few little things first from the previous day. The furring strip that I have at the front to create the sloped pitch on the roof was a 100 by 38mm length with two of them with insulation sandwiched between them, and that created the header frame for the load bearing of the roof. The roof beams themselves, what you see in the foreground here, they were 225mm by 75mm, so 9 inches by 3 inches, so they're quite chunky. Because of the span, the 4.8 meter span, and the fact that I'm going to be doing a climbing wall, and I wanted things like monkey bars and pull-up bars and various bits actually hung from the ceiling, so I really wanted some proper load-bearing capabilities. But they were very, very heavy, and I was by myself on this particular one, so I had to create an A-frame for myself to winch them up on top. There was no way that I was going to, by myself, pull them up onto the top. They weighed about 50 or 60 kilos. They were quite heavy. I could just about carry one round. But with a bit of climbing rope and some pulleys, made a system to be able to winch that up. Once they were winched up, I just rolled them into place. I didn't fix them down at this point, they were purely just there to get them on top of the roof. The winch itself worked really well. The winch was a 3-to-1 ratio, and it worked very, very well. The only downside, it was climbing rope, so it's got a slight bit of elasticity to it, so a bit of stretch when you're pulling on it to hoist it up, but it did the job. And the A-frame worked really, really well, actually. I was a bit in two minds how I was going to actually get the roof beams up there. I thought I'd have to get a bit of help, but the frame made it a piece of cake. Now, the designs that I was working from were purely just on an A4 bit of paper. I'm not one big for doing lots of drawings and things like that, but I did have a basic sketch of what I wanted to do and a few basic measurements, but most of it was just working from sort of a vision that I had in my own head. Hence why I was measuring, remeasuring and working things out in my head quite a bit. I didn't have written down on paper exactly the spacings. I had to work that out on the go. I wanted to try and make sure that they fit the sheets of wood that I was going to be using for the roof. And I was using 4 foot by 8 foot sheets of OSB, 18mm. So I wanted to make sure that the spacings of the roof beams were adequate, so that the middle point of the roof beam spanned 2 foot, so 2 foot intervals, so that it would easily accommodate the 4 foot by 8 foot sheets of OSB. So I'm just putting in the noggins here. It was quite a rainy day, so it was a bit on and off, having to just get out of the rain. Didn't really want to be out in the rain. I'm a fair weather builder. I think most people probably are as well. But it did just mean that it took a little bit longer to do this particular section just here. But once the roof was on, actually it made the structure really quite strong, and my next bit would be to do the noggins on the wall. I did, however, miss out a little video of doing the noggins on the wall, so the next video that you'll see will actually be the main insulation part for the roof, and I also didn't record putting the OSB boards on. I did record a little bit of getting the sheets of rubber on, but you'll see that in the next video. Anyway, like and subscribe, and you'll get more updates further on. Thank you very much.